Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Sunday morning, the 8th of December. So I forgot to remind people in yesterday's video about Cold Case Christmas over on my other channel, Michelle Walks. We've now got 7 episodes up. Since I last spoke about Cold Case Christmas, the Austin Yogurt Shop murders has come out and the short family murders. Premeditated evil. They are 2 horrendous cases. But if you like cold cases, unsolved mysteries, it's a different cold case every single day. That could be an unsolved missing person or an unsolved murder. Cover the cases in a very concise format, usually under about 15-16 minutes. That's a little bit longer, but there was a lot to that one. And they will be coming out every day up to and including the 24th of December. So if you fancy that series, if you think you'd be interested in it, go over to Michelle Walks, go and subscribe over there. And yeah, I've got a lot of content over there that people kind of miss because people don't tend to get notifications for these videos, which is really sad because I do post a lot over there. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into today's video. So once again, I've got to stick with Sebastian Rogers because even more surveillance footage has come out. There seems to be somewhat of a war now between Dog the Bounty Hunter and At Night and their team and the team that are actually investigating, SF Investigates and his guys. So Dog the Bounty Hunter has released more surveillance footage from Texas Roadhouse. So if you watched yesterday's video, then SF had put out 2 minutes between 6 p.m. and 6:02 p.m. The amount of people who commented to my video saying Katie was just on her phone, she wasn't attending to Sebastian, they were talking throughout. And then other people said, why is she taking photos of him? Well, I don't know. People take photos of their kids. People take photos of the kids when they're out having a meal. People take photos of the kids in all sorts of situations. Put some photos on the screen here of me taking photos of my family. So if any of those goes missing, are you going to blame me because, oh, I took a photo and then maybe I sent it to a kidnapper? What? Come on now. Come on now. Now, Katie wasn't on her phone the whole time. And if we just play this surveillance video, we know absolutely that Katie wasn't on her phone the whole time. So thank you, Dog the Bounty Hunter, for releasing more surveillance footage. There's no volume to this. Let's play it. Here, so this is them coming in. What I really hate about what they've done here is the editing. The editing of it to make Katie look suspicious. I'll start it again in a minute. But SF Investigates is absolutely right when he says this. Dog, you low-life, washed-up coward, editing surveillance footage. Don't blame this family that you have a failed career and tried to use a 15-year-old, well, now 16, as a publicity tool. Editing surveillance and playing it in slow motion is an act of desperation. You are a has-been. Oh, dear. Well, let's start it again, and we'll see absolutely what's going on here. So, coming in, sitting down, 17:43, so that's nearly 5:45. So, for some reason, 17:43, 17:50, so we've gone 7 minutes. So you can see they're talking. Looks perfectly normal to me. People are going to be saying, oh yeah, but Sebastian's got his head down. So we've gone 1753. So now we're playing a zoomed in portion of this in slow motion where Katie is looking around. So Sebastian is eating. Playing this in slow motion because why? Katie's looking around. So is Katie not allowed to look around? Clearly not. Clearly Katie's not allowed to look around. Oh, we're playing this one again for added effect. So what if she's looking around? Why is this important? What are they trying to imply, that Katie was looking for the person who's going to take Sebastian? So we're now skipped all the way to 18 minutes past 6 when they are leaving. So they're having conversation. So 1823 they are leaving. We're going to play in slow motion now. Why? They're leaving! What's significant about this? What? This is so sad. I mean, look, this is just so sad. What are they trying to imply with these edits? I don't know. Katie looks pissed off. She's looking around. This is just a normal night to me. She wasn't on her phone the whole time. They went for a meal. And now, you know, it's like you guys who think this is dodgy. You guys, you don't deserve nice things. This is why you don't get nice things, honestly. So now we go to this surveillance, and this surveillance tape isn't playing fully through for me. It keeps doing this. I don't know why. It starts off fine. So they come from here. So this is in slow motion. It's all in slow motion. This is 1823 and 57 seconds. But this is in slow motion to make everybody look more suspicious. Slow it right down so that it looks like these people are lingering. That's what we do. So 1824. And we get this guy here. Now, I think that night has said that these two are innocent. You know, this guy with gloves on here. These are employees. Like at night knows who's innocent and who isn't. I mean, look, personally, this is a normal night. Sebastian got in that car with Katie and nothing bad happened at all. I don't know why it does this. It does this at this point. 18:24 and 18 seconds. It's like stuck. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's just me or what, but I have to go right to the end to see this here. This is the interaction between green hoodie guy, who's just a guy who let Katie through, and Katie. I like the way they've put the at night symbol through it all, watermark, whatever, who cares? Because it's all about publicity anyway, isn't it? So let's watermark the surveillance video all over the place. Let's do that. So what are we actually seeing here? What are we actually seeing here? Because this thing is playing. We're playing it so slow to make it look proper suspicious that this guy's coming through, when actually this interaction, based on the screenshots, this interaction lasted about 4 seconds. This guy doesn't even look back. Doesn't even look back. So what are we saying here? What are we saying? SF investigates. He's absolutely right. Dog, you lowlife, washed up coward, editing surveillance footage. Don't blame this family that you have a failed career and try to use a 15-year-old, 16-year-old as a publicity tool. Editing surveillance and playing it in slow motion is an act of desperation. You are a has-been. Totally. Yeah, what am I looking at here? She looks upset at him. Is this his mother? No, she just looks normal. Anyone makes sense of the hard cuts in between the scene shifts. Someone with better editing than me can make an assessment. There's a few snippets of more camera angles cut in the scene shifts. Yeah, they've manipulated it, mainly to make it slow motion, so it looks like there's more to this than there actually is. That's what it is. Were the clothes he had on found at his home the next morning? Yes. As I suspected, she is not there to eat. This is a setup. Go and get a life. All right, well, the News have released this. This is WKRN. This is a little interview with Seth. And this is interesting. Listen to this.
On December 7th, Sebastian Rogers' 16th birthday, his father Seth says a recent meeting with law enforcement has restored his confidence in their case.
Today, they have renewed my faith that they are definitely focusing on bringing my son home.
Seth didn't give any details on what was said in their meeting. Sebastian was last seen on February 26th in Hendersonville, nearly 10 months ago. The reward for information on Sebastian's whereabouts increased last month up to $200,000.
Yeah, well, Dog the Bounty Hunter is saying $225,000. But let's not beat about the bush here. Let's not beat about the bush. There's actually a $50,000 reward from the FBI. Don't be fooled into thinking that Dog the Bounty Hunter or anyone else connected to him is going to put in all of this money if somebody gives him the tip that leads to Sebastian. They know they're not going to find Sebastian, so they know that no one's ever going to claim that reward. They know they're not going to find him. Why? Because they're not looking for him. They're just looking for publicity. In my humble opinion, allegedly, that's what they're doing. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So I'm glad that law enforcement have met with Seth. Who knows whether by tomorrow he's going to change his mind and be, influenced by Dog and his team, because, Dog and his team are not going to want Seth listening to law enforcement, are they? No. No. So that's interesting. Very interesting. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments. I kind of know exactly what I'm going to see in the comments, but, whatever. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget Cold Case Christmas. Episode 8 is out tonight, 6 p.m. UK time. So that's 1 p.m. Eastern, and then whatever that is in your local time. Until then, bye for now.